Have you ever noticed how the light changes in autumn? The harsh brightness of summer softens, casting these long golden hour shadows that seem to last all afternoon. It's as if the world itself is telling us to slow down, to come inside, and to get comfortable. But if you live in a small home or apartment, you might look around at your limited square footage and wonder, how can I possibly create that magazine-worthy, soul-deep coziness I'm craving? You're not just trying to decorate. You're trying to build a sanctuary, a soft place to land at the end of a crisp day. Well, what if I told you that your small space isn't a limitation, but your greatest asset when it comes to creating true, authentic coziness? That the very principles of Hygge, the Danish art of cultivating comfort and well-being, are perfectly, almost magically, suited to the intimate scale of an apartment or tiny house. You don't need a roaring fireplace in a great hall. You need the perfect nook. You don't need vast, empty spaces. You need intentional, layered, and sensory-rich corners. In this video, we're going to move beyond basic pumpkin spice cliches and dive deep into 7 transformative ways to weave the magic of Hygge into your small space this autumn. We're talking about design principles that engage all your senses, creating an environment that doesn't just look good, but actively feels good for your soul. So, grab your favorite warm drink, whether that's a chai tea, a mug of cocoa, or something a little stronger. Get comfortable, and let's design an autumn in your home that you'll never want to leave. We're about to unlock the secrets to small space Hygge, autumn nesting, and creating your very own cozy cabin vibe, no matter where you live. Segment 1. The Hygge Hierarchy, Master Lighting, and the Myth of the Overhead Light. Let's start with the single most important element in any cozy space. And it's one that most of us get wrong every single day: lighting. In design, light is everything. It dictates mood, alters our perception of color, and directly impacts our nervous system. The absolute enemy of Hygge is the cold, sterile, single-source, overhead light. It's visual caffeine. It's jarring, it flattens a room, and it highlights every imperfection. For true autumn coziness, we need to banish it from our evening routines and embrace what I call the Hygge hierarchy of light. The first layer in this hierarchy is ambient, indirect light. This is your new best friend. Think of a tall, arc floor lamp that throws light up towards the ceiling, softly washing the room in a warm glow. Or a small table lamp on a bookshelf, pointing upwards. The goal is to eliminate harsh shadows and create a uniform, gentle base layer of illumination. For this, the color temperature of your bulbs is critical. Look for bulbs labeled warm, white, or soft white, ideally at 2700 Kelvin or below. This replicates the warm, reddish-yellow light of a sunrise or sunset, telling your brain it's time to relax and unwind. The second layer is task and accent lighting. This is where we add points of interest and functionality. A small, focused reading light over your favorite armchair. A plug-in wall sconce with a warm glow above your sofa. A string of delicate, warm-toned fairy lights woven through a headboard or draped across a mantelpiece. These are the punctuation marks in your visual sentence, drawing the eye to specific cozy corners and providing light exactly where you need it for activities like reading or knitting. And the piece de resistance, the third and most potent layer, firelights. Now, most of us don't have a wood-burning fireplace in our apartment, but we have the next best thing, candles. And I'm not just talking about scented ones we'll get to scent later. I mean a collection of pillar candles, tea lights, and taper candles in simple, natural holders. The flicker of a real flame is hypnotic and primal. It's the ultimate signal of safety and warmth. Group them together on a tray for safety and impact. This trio of lighting layers, ambient, accent, and firelight, will transform your small space from a brightly lit box into a deeply textured, intimate, and incredibly cozy sanctuary as the evenings draw in. Segment 2. The textural tapestry, a feast for the fingers. Now that we've set the mood with light, it's time to engage another one of our senses, touch. Coziness isn't just a visual experience, it's a deeply tactile one. A room can look cozy, but if it feels cold, slick, and sterile to the touch, the illusion shatters. This autumn, we're going to build what I like to call a textural tapestry in your small space. We're layering different, inviting textures to create a rich sensory experience that begs you to reach out and interact with your environment. Start with your foundational surfaces. Swap out a lightweight cotton throw on your sofa for something with more substance and soul. Think chunky knit blankets, the kind that feel like a warm hug. Drape it casually over the arm of your sofa or the back of an armchair. This isn't about being neat. It's about an open invitation to curl up. Next, introduce pillows with varying textures. Combine a nubby, wool-covered pillow with a soft, brushed velvet one, and perhaps one in a smooth, raw silk or linen. The contrast is key. It creates visual and physical depth. Now, let's think beyond soft furnishings. Texture exists on every surface. A rough-hewn wooden tray on your coffee table, holding your remote and a candle, adds an organic, grounding element. A smooth, cool-to-the-touch ceramic vase with a single branch of autumn leaves brings in a different feel. Incorporate natural fibers like woven rattan or seagrass in your baskets and storage solutions. When you surround yourself with a variety of natural, inviting textures, you're not just decorating. You're creating a multi-sensory landscape that actively reduces stress and promotes a feeling of contentment and well-being. And don't forget the texture underfoot. If you have hard floors, a soft, high-pile rug is non-negotiable for autumn hygge. There is nothing quite like the feeling of sinking your bare feet into a plush rug on a cold morning. If you have carpet, a smaller, layered rug with a different pile or pattern can add that same sense of depth. Remember, in a small space, every element must work hard. Every texture you introduce should serve the dual purpose of being both beautiful to look at and a joy to touch, making your home a truly embodied, cozy experience. Segment 3. The Nookification Nation, claim your corner. One of the most beautiful aspects of living in a small home is that it forces you to be intentional with every single square foot. You can't afford wasted space. And this leads us to one of the most powerful Hygge concepts for small spaces: nookification. The Danes have a profound love for the Hygge, which roughly translates to a cozy nook. It's that perfect spot in your home where you can fully relax, undisturbed, often with a view of the room or a window. In a sprawling house, you might have a whole room for this. In your apartment, we're going to create a micro-sanctuary. Look around your space right now. Is there an underutilized corner? A spot by a window that just has a sad-looking plant on it? That is your potential Hygge. The anatomy of a perfect nook is simple. First, you need a dedicated seat. This doesn't have to be a giant armchair. A small, comfortable accent chair, a window seat with a pile of cushions, or even a large, floor-level poof can serve as your anchor. The key is that this seat is for one person, for the purpose of quiet contemplation, reading, or simply watching the world go by. Next, we equip the nook. A small side table or even a stack of books to act as a surface for your drink is essential. A dedicated reading lamp for that perfect pool of light we talked about earlier. A soft blanket draped over the back of the chair. And perhaps a small basket on the floor holding your current book, a journal, or your knitting. This isn't just a chair in a corner. It's a curated zone for relaxation. By physically defining this space, you are giving yourself and anyone else in your home psychological permission to fully disconnect and indulge in a moment of quiet peace. The beauty of nookification in a small home is that it creates a sense of journey and variety within a single room. Instead of just a living room, you now have a living room and a reading nook. This perceived increase in functional space is a huge psychological boost. It makes your home feel larger and more thoughtfully designed. So this autumn, I challenge you to find your corner, claim it, personalize it. This small act of intentional design will become the heart of your personal Hygge practice, a tangible reminder to slow down and savor the season. Segment 4. The Seasonal Scentscape Beyond the Candle. We've captivated the eyes and the fingers. Now let's talk about the scents most powerfully linked to memory and emotion: smell. The scent of autumn is a huge part of its charm, but achieving it in your home requires a little more finesse than lighting a single, overly sweet pumpkin spice candle. We want to create a subtle, layered, and authentic scentscape that permeates your space without overwhelming it. This is about moving beyond artificial fragrances and towards more natural, nuanced aromatic experiences. My absolute favorite method, and a huge trend in sustainable living, is stovetop potpourri. It's the ultimate in slow, sensory living. Simply take a small saucepan, fill it with water, and add your favorite autumn aromatics. Think orange slices, a couple of cinnamon sticks, a few star anise, some whole cloves, and maybe a scraping of fresh vanilla. Let it simmer on the lowest heat setting. The steam will carry the most incredible, natural fragrance throughout your entire home. It's not just a scent, it's a ritual. It adds timidity to dry autumn air, and it makes your home feel lived in and loved. Of course, candles and diffusers still have their place. The key is to think in terms of scent layering, just as we did with light and texture. Use a single high-quality, naturally scented soy or beeswax candle with notes of sandalwood, amber, or vetiver as a base note in your main living area. Then, in your bedroom or bathroom, you might use an essential oil diffuser with a brighter, cleaner scent like eucalyptus and spearmint. The goal is to have different, complementary scent zones that create a journey as you move through your small home. And let's not forget the power of textile sprays. You can make your own with water and a few drops of essential oils. Bergamot and cedarwood is a beautiful, sophisticated autumn blend. Lightly mist your curtains, sofas, and rugs. This creates a lingering, subtle fragrance that activates every time you rustle the fabric or sit down. By moving away from single, overpowering synthetic scents and towards this layered, natural approach, you're not just making your home smell like autumn. You're creating a multi-layered aromatic experience that is deeply calming and authentically cozy. Segment 5. The heart of the home, the warm and social kitchen. For so many of us, the kitchen is the functional heart of the home, a place of routine and hurry. But for Hygge, which is deeply connected to togetherness and comfort food, the kitchen needs to become a place of warmth and ritual, even if it's a tiny galley kitchen. We're not talking about a full renovation. We're talking about small, intentional shifts that transform this utilitarian space into a hub of autumn coziness. This is where Hygge meets hospitality, even if you're just being hospitable to yourself. First, let's apply our lighting principles here. Under-cabinet lighting with warm LED strips is a game changer. It provides perfect task lighting for chopping vegetables while bathing your countertops in a warm, inviting glow, making your overhead light unnecessary in the evening. Next, declutter relentlessly. A small kitchen feels instantly larger and more serene when countertops are clear. Store away appliances you don't use daily and create little curated vignettes. A beautiful wooden cutting board left out, a ceramic canister for your tea. A rustic bowl filled with glossy red apples or pears. These are functional art pieces. Now, let's talk about the ritual of food and drink. Autumn is the season of simmering, baking, and brewing. Lean into it. Keep your French press or your favorite teapot on the counter. Display your mugs on a simple rack instead of hiding them in a cupboard. When your tools for creating comfort are visible and beautiful, they become part of the decor and an invitation to pause. The act of slowly brewing a cup of herbal tea or letting a pot of soup simmer for hours is a form of active living. Hygge, the smells, the sounds, the warmth, it's alchemy for the soul. Finally, if you have even a tiny bit of space, create a mini coffee station or a baking nook. A small tray holding your coffee beans, grinder, and a couple of your favorite mugs can make your morning routine feel like a cafe experience. This intentional approach to your kitchen transforms it from a place of chore doing to a place of creation and comfort. It becomes the engine room of your autumn coziness, a space that nourishes you both physically and emotionally, proving that Hygge isn't just about relaxation. It's about savoring the simple, beautiful rituals of daily life. Segment 6. The nature tableau, bringing the outside in. There's a reason we feel so rejuvenated after a walk in a crisp autumn forest. We are inherently connected to the natural world. A core tenet of Hygge is bringing elements of that peaceful, outside world into our homes. This is not about buying more stuff. It's about being a curator of the season's free gifts. I call this creating a nature tableau, a living, breathing, an ephemeral display that grounds your small space in the beauty of the present moment and connects you to the slow living movement. Forget expensive decor. Your mission this autumn is to become a gentle forager. On your next walk, look down. Collect a handful of interestingly shaped branches, perhaps with a few stubborn leaves still clinging on. Gather pine cones, acorns, and interesting seed pods. Look for smooth, cool stones. The very act of collecting these items is a mindful practice. You're not just gathering objects, you're gathering moments and memories from the fresh air. Once home, arrange your finds with intention. A single, beautiful branch in a tall vase can be a stunning, sculptural piece that costs nothing. A shallow wooden bowl filled with pine cones, acorns, and a cinnamon stick becomes a simple, fragrant centerpiece. Scatter a few vibrant autumn leaves across your coffee table or mantel. Incorporate seasonal produce, a small heirloom pumpkin on your bookshelf, a trio of bumpy gourds on your windowsill. This organic, irregular beauty adds a layer of authenticity that no mass-produced decor item ever could. This practice does two profound things for a small space. First, it literally brings in the colors and textures of the season, creating a harmonious flow between outside and in. Second, because these items are temporary, the leaves will curl, the branches will dry. It encourages a mindset of non-attachment and presence. You learn to appreciate the beauty of the now. Your home becomes a living reflection of the turning year, a quiet, beautiful reminder of the impermanent, precious nature of this cozy, introspective season. Segment 7. The digital downtime, crafting your analog sanctuary. We've designed for all our physical senses, but there's one final, crucial element to modern Hygge, and it's perhaps the most important one for our frazzled 2025 brains, creating a space for digital downtime. True coziness is a state of mind, and it's incredibly difficult to achieve when you're mentally still in the office, or scrolling through a social media feed filled with curated perfection. The final layer of Autumn Hygge is about intentionally designing your home and your habits to be an analog sanctuary, a place where your mind can truly, finally, rest. This starts with creating physical boundaries for your technology. Designate a specific spot, a beautiful basket, a drawer, a charging station in another room as the phone home for the evening. The moment you cross the threshold into your cozy, softly lit space, your devices go into their dock. This isn't about punishment. It's about creating a psychological signal that work, news, and digital noise are now on pause. You are reclaiming your attention and your peace. Now, fill that newly found mental space with tactile, slow activities. This is where all our previous segments come together. Your cozy nook is for reading a physical book, feeling the paper under your fingertips. Your textural blankets are for wrapping up in while you work on a jigsaw puzzle on the coffee table. Your kitchen rituals involve baking bread from scratch, kneading the dough with your own hands. Keep a beautiful journal and a nice pen on your side table to jot down thoughts or gratitudes, not too. By doing this, you are actively practicing what the Danes call arbeidsglød, finding joy and meaning in your tasks. You are replacing passive consumption with active creation and connection. In your small, intentionally designed home, there is no room for the anxiety of the digital world. There is only room for the warmth of the firelight, the feel of a wool blanket, the smell of simmering spices, and the quiet, profound joy of being present in your own beautifully crafted, cozy life. And there you have it. 7 ways to transform your small space into the ultimate autumn sanctuary. Remember, Hygge isn't a decorating style, it's a feeling. It's the gentle permission you give yourself to slow down, to be intentional, and to find profound joy in the simple, sensory moments of every day. Your home, no matter its size, is the perfect canvas for this practice. So, which of these ideas are you most excited to try? Is it the nookification of that unused corner, or perhaps the magic of stovetop potpourri? Let me know in the comments below.